The News Channel 5 at 10.
This is the CBS Evening News with John Roberts.
Good evening. John Roberts is off tonight. I'm Anthony Mason. This is the face of the alleged mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. This photograph of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was taken shortly after his capture in Pakistan yesterday. Joey Chen reports on what the arrest of the so-called kingpin of al-Qaeda could mean for the war on terror.
The pre-dawn raids netted not only the suspected September 11th mastermind, but a treasure chest of information about the shadowy figures at the top of al-Qaeda. One senior official tells CBS News that evidence seized in the arrest of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed proves conclusively that he has been in contact with Osama bin Laden. Mohammed's arrest in a Pakistani city is leading to speculation bin Laden may be in an urban area too. He was bin Laden's operations manager, the number 3 man in al-Qaeda.
Bin Laden is a North Star, a metaphor for terrorism, but this guy is the man that puts the thoughts on paper and gets people to do them.
With Mohammed's capture, new details about his life as a terrorist operative have come to light. His family is said to have multiple links to terrorism. Ramzi Youssef, convicted of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, is apparently his nephew. One of Mohammed's brothers is believed to be an al-Qaeda fundraiser. Another died in Pakistan when a bomb he was making blew up. The elusive Khalid Mohammed traveled the world to recruit for al-Qaeda, using dozens of aliases and passports. He narrowly escaped capture almost a dozen times, but the dragnet closed in this weekend after an associate caught in another raid gave agents a lead on Mohammed's location in Rawalpindi. His imprint is everywhere, in a 1995 plot to blow up U.S. passenger jets over the Pacific and crash a plane into CIA headquarters. In the 1998 U.S. embassy bombings in East Africa, where 224 people died. In the bombing of the USS Cole in Yemen 3 years ago, along with the kidnapping and murder of Wall Street Journal reporter Daniel Pearl. But intelligence officials believe his biggest job was as chief architect of the September 11th attacks. The hope is that Mohammed will shed valuable details on the inner workings of al-Qaeda, if he'll talk.
I don't happen to know whether he's an ideologue or what, in that sense. I don't know what makes that man tick, but I know he's an evil man, I know he's a smart man, and I know we now have him.
The arrest couldn't come at a better time for President Bush, the same day Turkey rejected the presence of American troops, and just as the UN begins another debate on a resolution to pave the way for U.S. invasion of Iraq. The administration has come under criticism for emphasizing Iraq over the war on terrorism, but capturing Mohammed helps make the case that U.S. intelligence is on top of its job. Anthony?
Joey Chen, thanks. Iraq today began scrapping more of its banned surface-to-surface missiles known as the Al-Samud II. But the Iraqis also warned they might suspend the destruction program if the U.S. appears ready to go to war anyway. Mark Phillips has more from Baghdad.
There's no official deadline for the destruction of Iraq's Al-Samud II missiles to be completed, but the pace has picked up. Today, the Iraqis provided 6 more missiles for destruction to add to the 4 destroyed yesterday. All that's been visible of the process is the arrival of the heavy equipment being used. The Iraqis say allowing pictures to be seen of the missiles actually being destroyed would be too painful. But the destruction is now continuing under a warning. It could stop, Iraq says, if it concludes that the United States is preparing to attack despite Baghdad's compliance with the UN order.
If it turns out at an early stage during this month that America is not going the legal way, then why should we continue?
By legal way, Iraq means through the UN. And they're doing everything they can to prevent a second go-to-war resolution from being passed in the Security Council. They're trying to convince the inspectors that their VX nerve agent and anthrax stocks were destroyed years ago at this airfield. And more Iraqi scientists are submitting to private interviews. The Iraqis say they're doing all this to try to remove any legal excuse for an American attack.
If war takes place, if war happens, it's not because Iraq has not done all it could.
And there's a growing resignation here that no matter what Iraq does, won't be enough. Their strategy now seems to be the only one left to them. to try to isolate the United States and raise the diplomatic cost of any U.S.-led invasion without broad international support, a cost the Iraqis know the U.S. seems willing to bear. Mark Phillips, CBS News, Baghdad.
And we'll be back with more in just a minute.
I want my Ziploc bags. I see my blue box, I know I'm going to head toward that and grab it. I trust them. Ziploc bags are up to 33% stronger than Glad. And that's what I want. I want stronger. I have to have Ziploc. I do use them for food, but I use them for cosmetics. I use them for paperwork. I use them for markers. When I travel, my sun lotions, my shampoos, they go in the Ziploc bags. Proven quality.
Ziploc Strong for what life has in store. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
For his reunion party, his old tux still fit, but his old dandruff shampoo wasn't tough enough for black. So I bought a maximum strength Selsun Blue. It's doctor recommended and works fast.
Hey man, you're looking great.
Never wear black without the blue. Selsun Blue.
Wish your dentures were this comfortable? Bob's denture adhesive is C-Bond, a thin, soft wafer that clings wall-to-wall with 3 adhesives. No gaps, no ooze. C-Bond. Buy it for whole.
Love it for comfort. How did we get the natural fiber of Metamucil powder into convenient new capsules? Let's just say it wasn't easy. All the benefits of Metamucil now in capsules. Get regular, stay regular, the convenient way.
Winter in Middle Tennessee can mean drastic changes from one day to the next. Depend on the meteorologist in the Storm 5 Weather Center for the most accurate winter weather forecast available. Only on News Channel 5. Your news and information leader.
Why do so many people trust GMAC Real Estate? It's because our agents offer premier service. A commitment to service that caters to your specific needs. Which means whether you're buying or selling a home, we'll listen to your needs and get you where you want to be. It's no wonder we have an overwhelming 94% customer satisfaction rating. GMAC Real Estate. Service you deserve. People you trust.
Luxury has a unique ring to it, and true connoisseurs know that choice is the ultimate luxury. Fancy feast with more than 40 extraordinary selections for the refined palate. Good taste is easy to recognize.
Because Aleve contains the fast-acting form of prescription naproxen, just 2 pills have the strength to last all day. So people in pain may not have to rely on a prescription, when Aleve is the next best thing.
Bahrain and Kuwait today joined the call for Saddam Hussein to step down. The U.S., meanwhile, considered its next move after Turkey's surprising rejection of American troops. Richard Roth has the latest.
Under NATO's umbrella, some foreign forces are deploying in Turkey, but only for defense. AWACS airborne warning systems under German command, and Patriot missile batteries operated by Dutch troops. But American troops and trucks and 24 shiploads of heavy armor anchored offshore are all barred from deploying. Parliament's decision blocking U.S. plans to use Turkey as a base for an attack on Iraq could be reconsidered, Turkish officials said today, but not immediately. A new UN resolution could change some minds, but many politicians here question the wisdom of a war against Iraq.
Did they threaten America? No. Did they attack anybody else around them? No. Did they threaten Turkey? No. Then what are we doing?
What America's doing now is moving out some of the troops it wanted to deploy through Turkey. The Pentagon claimed a northern front against Iraq would make an attack quicker and less bloody, though analysts say the roadblock here won't stop a war.
If President Bush decides to have a military operation in Iraq, we can do that with or without the so-called northern option.
Military experts say there's no question Turkey's decision has made things harder for Washington. And since it's giving up billions in American aid by keeping out American troops, war, if it comes, could be harder for Turkey, too. Richard Roth, CBS News, Ankara.
And that's tonight's CBS Evening News. Later on CBS, 60 Minutes. How much money does Saddam Hussein really have? Tomorrow on The Early Show, the latest on the arrest of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. I'm Anthony Mason. Thanks for watching. Good night.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com. AOL keyword CBS News.
Straight ahead, News Channel 5 on assignment with 101st Airborne. Tonight we have exclusive pictures from Kuwait. Plus, back in the mid-state, horror on the highway. A Sunday afternoon drive turns into a case of road rage. And new details tonight about a home invasion murder as Metro